Hey guys, do you remember that movie, The Never Ending Story? Well, I grew up watching this movie, and there's a scene in that movie where Atreyu is going with his horse Artax, and they're going through the swamp of sadness. And he's the horse stops at one point and stops fighting to get through the swamp, and we see him sinking, and then we know that he goes under, and it's a heart-wrenching, heartbreaking scene. And the Lord actually, several years ago, I was going to go back and watch that movie again, but the Lord actually told me not to watch it, so I'm not promoting the movie. You take that up with the Lord, as with anything that you watch and take into your soul, because there's some things that none of us should be watching, but then there's certain things that are specific to people and callings and etc. that he'll tell us to stay away from. And sometimes those things are going to be different for me than what they are for you, but you take that up with the Lord. But he does use that scene. He has used that scene quite a bit to reference different things in my life, as an illustration. And so he did use that scene with me recently, and I have battled that swamp of sadness many times in my life, and come to some very close calls where it's like I was, up to my eyeballs or up to my nose, like the furthest down that I could get before completely going under, and having that same fate as Artax. And um, the Lord gave me a freedom in the past few years, and he didn't say that I will never battle it again, but he said when it comes against me, it's never going to overtake me, so I don't need to fear it. I just need to battle in him, allow him to battle for me, etc., and I don't need to fear that it will overtake me. So he's given me that. But recently, with some heightened spiritual warfare and some difficult things in life, I started sinking um in that swamp of sadness. And there's more than just sadness in that swamp. If you've ever battled that swamp, you know it. And so I'm familiar with that swamp, and I know what it feels like when it starts to suck me under and really come against me and fight for me, fight for my peace of mind, fight for my very life, really. And so that started happening. And I said, Lord, I need help. Like I really need help. And I was stuck, and I was praying, and our prayers are powerful. But sometimes there are times when we need to bring other people and allow other people to help us fight in prayer. And this week was one of those times. And so I just reached out to a few people and said, I'm having a rough morning. I need strength. Please pray. And they did. Within 5 to 10 minutes, supernaturally, the Lord lifted me up out of that. And so I just wanted to remind you guys that when the Lord tells you and gives you the sense that you need to ask for prayer, please do it, because it's so powerful.